This episode of the Rogue Deck Builder is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 source for games and gaming accessories, and by GatheringMagic.com, the #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and articles. Hi there, this is Kevin with Rogue Deck Builder and GatheringMagic.com here with match number 1 with the Defenders deck. Defenders.deck. Alright, this is a very keepable hand. We got the Mind Grind, which is our kill condition. We got some control. We have 2 Scry lands, and we also have the Sylvan Carotid Ashiok. There is no way I'm mulliganing this hand. This is about as perfect as it gets. And the only thing that can make this more perfect is drawing naturally into the Mind Grind, but I'm okay with it being in my hand. So we're going to wait till a huge Mind Grind to finish it off. I will love Esper. That will be a very, very great match. I think that we can actually get there against Esper. I will go ahead and start off with the Temple of Deceit. Actually, the Temple of Mystery. We'll go Temple of Deceit, and then that way I can set up. This, against Esper, I do not want. So I'm going to put it on the bottom. And again, I don't even know if I'm going up against Esper. This is all speculation here. But already, yep, it's Esper. So it's going to be a Sylvan Carotid. So I don't have to worry about life whatsoever. And then the following turn, we have an Axebane Guardian or an Ashiok. And he's really going to negate this? Okay. Or Essence Scatter it. I would be very, very surprised if that was the case. Because that would be, in my opinion, a very terrible move. So if he does just go off and devour fleshes, that's fine. Again, though, I don't need it. I absolutely do not need it. But, I mean, he's got this Devour Flesh that's kind of just sitting there. So this time I'm just going to Breeding Pool. We'll take the damage. Actually, Overgrown Tomb is slightly better. So blue, green, black, and Ashiok. And we'll start the mill. So he's got to find an answer for Ashiok. Detention Sphere is absolutely an answer. So is Jace. I'm thinking Jace might come out here. So it's going to be a race to whoever gets, whoever gets their Planeswalker up faster. I think, he's going to reveal. That's the most horrible thing ever. So he gets 2 planes, I'm sure. Yep. And we will continue to... Jeez. Actually, Mind Grind's going to be very good against him. When I'm going to count the lands. Once I get the lands to a decent count, I'm going to go for the Mind Grind. So, again, he doesn't play... Ashiok might just completely come out. Other than that, I still think he's hard to deal with. A Guildgate. It's going to be a Temple of Mystery. We need to get some of these off the top. Yeah, we're going to put that on the bottom for sure. And Hero's Downfall, Island Plains. So there's a total... Okay, so what did we get there? We exiled... What did we... Oh, Pack Rat. That's awesome, actually. That's very good. He's just playing mainboard Pack Rats. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out this Axebane Guardian. Pass the turn to him. So Detention Sphere still is good, but we've got some work out of Ashiok already. He's down to 41 cards. The thing about Esper, too, if you mill their win condition, they can have a rough time. So there's a D-Sphere. That's fine, because we're just going to Abrupt Decay and get it back. And I probably will keep in the... I'll bring in Bramble Crushes instead of Abrupt Decay. It's a lot more powerful. Down to 4 cards in his hand. We get to mill him again. And, I can't use the Pack Rat now. That's fine, though. So see if any shenanigans comes here. There's a Doorkeeper. That is awesome. So in fact, we don't need to. We can just put this Guildgate, and I can just Abrupt Decay the Detention Sphere. Okay, we get back our Ashiok. We'll exile. Let's actually see what we get here. We got more lands. Oh, Devour Flesh. Geez, it doesn't order them. It goes by alphabetical order. So, it doesn't even tell me what I get up here. Oh, well. We got some more cards. We'll put it that way. And I'm going to go ahead and cast a Doorkeeper here. So now he's going to have to decide on Supreme Verdict, or he is going to be milled. And if I was Esper, I'd be pretty pissed against going against a deck like this. But at the same time, it's... I could care less. What does this do? Counter target sorcery spell. Whatever. I'll make him take the Azorius Charm and the Temple of Deceit to help me mill him. Oh, he takes the Dimir Charm. Well, that's a thing. But if he Supremes Verdicts here, I might just go for a Mind Grind. Okay, Detention Sphere number 2. Which does allow him to keep up mana for the Dimir Charm. Which, yeah, isn't the greatest for me. But, I mean, we still have a mill 2 per turn, depending on if I draw into another mill. And he had to use a lot of work there to get the Ashiok. And I still got a Jason here. Again, I just got to wait till he taps out. There's a Colossus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I can actually cast it. And if he doesn't have the counterspell here, he could be in a world of hurt. So he's on a 1-turn clock, too, with the Colossus. If I can get one more way to actually cast it. A Supreme Verdict is very, very hard for me to deal with here. Jace is just going to continue to get him pretty decent card advantage. This will actually, no, he's still dead. If I top deck into a land, I'm thinking that he's got a Supreme Verdict here. A Sphinx Revelation will do it as well. But, I mean, he's not in the greatest shape. We do know about a Dimir Charm, which, yeah, that takes care of the Mind Grind. And it doesn't look like, so if he could have an Azorius Charm, though. So I think the correct move is just to start milling him with Doorkeeper. I think that's just better. Again, if I mill the win condition, it's pretty much over. So oh, that's even better. So again, we're going to Abrupt Decay, and he can't have any response to this. We're going to Abrupt Decay the Detention Sphere. So there's 2 of them out of the way. And we get back Ashiok, which is going to mill 3 more. Which gets more lands, okay. And that'll be good for now. And Mistcutter definitely is going to come in. If I don't remember, did I bring it main board? I can't remember in the deck tech if I decided to bring it main board or not. Let's look here. See if, yes, it is main boarded. So what is he doing in Eternity? Sphinx is Revelationing? He's going to help me mill himself. Sphinx's Revelation for 4. All right, so he's down to 28. If I get a Mind Grind off, it's pretty much game. Elspeth at this point is going to be slower clock than I am, I think. And plus, he's got a, if he Elspeth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he can actually still keep up a Dimir Charm. And yeah, I mean, Thoughtseize is actually pretty good. If Thoughtseize gets out a Mind Grind, which is probably what's coming out here. No. To Pack Rat. Okay, I could care less about a Pack Rat. It is too slow, and then Supreme Verdict doesn't give him. This is kind of a Pack Rat and Esper that's kind of a decent little card, I guess. But 2 of them, at least 2 of them, and so he's got Dimir Charm still up. So end of turn, I will mill him. And he does run Hero's Downfalls, I think, in the deck. Some of these Esper builds are quite versatile. But Warp Physique, Jace, and a Dissolve. Okay, and he's down to 24 cards. So he does look like he's going to get milled out before Pack Rat is going to be a threat. I mean, I could just go for it with a Colossus here, but we'll just keep exiling cards. And Supreme Verdict, more lands, and Aetherling. Wow, that's going to be great, actually. There's one of his, like I said, his win cons. Let's see if he just goes for like a major Pack Rat here. He discards. He can activate 2 Pack Rat tokens. See if he activates another. Okay, so he's going to go for the pack rat win for sure. Which can be pretty decent, but it makes all his Supreme Verdicts useless. See if detention... It looks like you have Detention Sphere number 3. Of course. 20 cards left in his deck. Of course you'd have it. Oh, he takes the Colossus. Oh, he's going to go for... He's going to kill Ashiok here. With the pack rats. So actually, I'm actually in a not that decent a shape. With... If I can bait him into using his black... No, he'd still have Dimir Charm. Okay, now he doesn't have Dimir Charm up. Hero's Downfall. On Ashiok. So you're going to attack him with all 3 of the pack rats. I'm going to take... Oh, that Dimir Charm. That is... Dimir Charm... I can't believe I'm going to lose to a Dimir Charm in his hand. We can definitely block with the Doorkeeper. And next turn, yeah, wow, pack rat is a very quick clock when you don't have a answer for him. No Detention Sphere can take care of him. I don't have Detention Sphere in this deck. Abrupt Decays are pretty much used. And Doorkeeper is not going to quite get us there. Jace won't even get us there. That I'm giving. Oh, he's tapping mana. He is tapping mana. That is game if he taps mana. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Dimir Charm. That's game. Probably game. I have a hard time thinking that he's going to be able to have that many lands left in his deck. And Gatekeeper Vine I don't care about because we just go for it. So does he have 5 left in his deck is the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, he does have 5 more. He has way more than 5 more. Yeah, I don't think this is going to do it. Oh, wow. Not even close. Not even close with it. And I believe I'll take too much next turn. So, yeah. Huh. Well, he did destroy my mana there. If 2 more might have done it. See how many... Let's see. If I... Can't I click on the graveyard here? Ugh. Wow, MTGO. There's the graveyard. So let's expand this graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Only 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And whatever else he has in his hand. So, pack rat gets us. Little unfortunate. He did... Yeah, we can actually block, though. No, there's no way. It's just over if he does this right. So, I'll give him the opportunity here to mess up. But, I mean, all he's got to do is activate a pack rat one time. So I get to bring in the negates. I get to bring in the... Oh, no, I'm still okay. I'm still okay. Wow, that's actually good because, yeah, because... No, he's got to activate just one more. No, I only take 10. So I can still top deck here. I can top deck a Jace. Yeah, because I can block here. He had no way to remove that Doorkeeper. So let's bring this back. I'm not quite dead. He's got 7 cards in hand. If I draw a Jace, if I top deck into a Jace, it's over. So maybe I should have played that differently. Maybe I should have Gatekeeper Vined and milled. And let's see here. Here we go. Far and Away does not do it. Because we would be able to far one and away one and still die. All right. Far and away is really good against Pack Rat. I might keep it in the deck. I'll keep Ashiok in. Hopefully he doesn't draw all his detention spheres. Syncopate comes in. Rift actually does come in. Rift is actually very, very powerful versus him. So Far and Aways can come out. Abrupt Decays are okay, but Bramble Crush is so much better. And I'm thinking Primeval Bounty might be better than these Abrupt Decays. Even though Abrupt Decays take care of detention spheres, he might not even care about them. But are they worth bringing in over the... Colossus is just horrible versus him. And I'm thinking Sages aren't that great either. So I think I'm going to go with this route, even though I'm going down to 23 creatures now. The Bramble Crush should do plenty of work. Again, they take care of detention spheres just like Abrupt Decay does. Anything I'm missing here? Maybe Mnemonic Wall actually isn't that. Yeah, it's actually Mnemonic Wall is great. So we'll submit this. Yes, I'd like to play first. This is a fine hand. We'll go a Temple of Deceit. Scry. I want a land, so we'll keep a land on top. And probably scry away. Ooh, I definitely want that on top. And the cool thing about Cyclonic Rift is I can always return detention spheres. So go ahead and accelerate with a Carotid. Pass it back to him. And 2 mana, he does have negates. So maybe I just go for an Axebane Guardian and wait till he taps his lands. Before I start Ashiok-ing. I mean, he can Detention Sphere here, that's fine. A Sin Collector takes a Mind Grind. It's decent. But Ashiok, wow. Kind of wish I had an Ashiok there. And this is any combination of 1 and X-Men in any combination of colors. Okay, so I can play Sylvan Carotid and Axebane Guardian and leave up 2 Carotids to protect the Ashiok. So I'm pretty sure he takes the Mind Grind here. He could take the Bramble Crush. I mean, I could Bramble Crush next turn actually, and lock him out of that white or black. But at this point, I don't think I try to lock him out. I'm not an aggressive deck that's trying to ramp into something. So he does take the Bramble Crush though. Okay, that's interesting. So I think he's planning on being able to deal with the Mind Grind. So Gilgate is fine. What we do here is we Carotid. And now we can add, like this, Ashiok, and start the mill. So, got a Pithing Needle and a Thoughtseize. That's awesome, actually. Can't cast anything else. We're good. And we can always Cyclonic Rift anything he puts out. So he's got a D-Sphere. And I can Mind Grind for quite a bit here, actually. Is the nice thing. I mean, a Supreme Verdict's actually really good. I don't know if he kept his Supreme Verdicts in, though. So he did D-Sphere. So I'm gonna Mind Grind this turn. I'm thinking it's the best opportunity to use it. For 7. Wow, and that got a lot. Again, if I find his kill conditions, that's pretty decent. So he's down to 26. And let's just take a look at this graveyard here. So both Pack Rats. So there's his kill conditions there. Architect, Architect. Doesn't look like he's the Elspeth. No, we saw most of his. He's got Gainsay, Sin Collector, Supreme Verdict, another Detention Sphere out. Thoughtseizes gets the Cyclonic Rift. Now I am in a kind of a world of hurt, as he can just card advantage me to death. And still, there's his third Jace. Okay, well, Jace is going to be good. And I think he's going to go for Jace, ticking Jace up. But he left himself open to another mind grind here. 1, 2, 3. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now I'm close to 12. So maybe I need to put in like a Jace to this deck. And it'll make it a little more card advantage. Temple to see the most awful card I could have drawn into. At least I can scry. We will put that on top. It is a way I can deal with him. He does have plenty more detention spheres. I mean, that did some work. I mean, he's able to get rid of... Yeah. Other than Jace, Jace isn't that big of an issue if he ticks it up. So it could definitely be a hero's downfall. A Mistcutter Hydra is not bad, because a Mistcutter Hydra, if I draw that off the top, I can add 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11. 11 mana. So it'll be a 10-10 pro blue. The Doorkeeper, he's got to get rid of. See the Sphinx for 2? Yeah, Sphinx the Revelation for 2. And the good news is he's running out of options. He's got a Supreme Verdict here. I got to think he's got it in 6 cards. Demir Charm. Yeah, that does it for sure. But allows me to mind grind again. Or Jace. If I draw another Jace or Ashiok. Doorkeeper number 2. Again, if that can somehow stick without it being detention sphered. Because 4 could be the difference here. Even if I just get one more 4 off it. Yeah, there's detention sphere number 2. They really need a tranquility in this format. I love it. Get rid of these detention spheres. Is that all of his detention spheres? I do believe... No, he's still got one more in his deck. So maybe I should have kept in the Abrupt Decays, how annoying these D-spheres are. But I still have 2 Bramble Crushes. And that is a good one, actually. See if he's got the negate for it. Whoops, we overpaid, but that's fine. So maybe that wasn't the best card to put in. Abrupt Decay might be better. Still dead to a Supreme Verdict. So he's going to get something out of my deck. Probably a Jace of mine. And choose a card to exile. Why am I choosing a card to exile? Oh, I'm waiting for him. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Thought that was coming. And what is he? He probably has an Aetherling left in his library. No Pack Rats. So a bit of bad luck here that he still had another Jace in his hand. We were able to get 2 immediately away. And that Jace Memory Adept. What did he grab? Did he Did he miss something there? I don't know. So he's going to try to clock me. He's got 3 cards in his hand. Plasm Capture. It's decent. I needed that years ago. And all my negates, all those sorts of, I mean, I didn't have a horrible hand, though. It's just card draw. I think this deck needs some sort of card draw, whether it be through Urban Evolution, which I think, yeah, it's probably Urban Evolution that needs to come in here. Because I'm on a very, very fast clock with Jace. And he's gonna go for that mill. My Mind Grind is still available. So is the Mistcutter. But he got both Murmuring Phantasms, right? Or Mnemonic Walls. There's still one more Mnemonic Wall in there. So I've got answers. I've got a Bramble Crush that can actually take care of my own Jace. That's still in there. Hero's Downfall on an Axian Guardian. I don't need the mana at this point, I don't believe. There's a Bramble Crush. So, do I go for Ashiok or do I kill my own Jace? And then, I think I kill my own Jace here. I don't have enough for Plasma. I don't have enough for Plasma Capture, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I attempt to kill my own Jace here. Might as well put some counters. All right, so now it's anyone's game again. So I got to play fast here because it looks like we could go into a game 3. I still have a Mind Grind. There's a Jace of my own. Wait, he only grabbed a Jace of his own. He didn't grab anything from mine. Whoa, that is crazy. Now do I wait and counter something with Plasm Capture and then go for it? Yeah, I don't need to be the aggressive person here. I can just counter anything with Plasm Capture. And wait till he's down to 10 cards and then just mill him. So that will be the route. We will definitely just wait it out. So you could have taken my Ashiok. Huh. I think you just messed up. I think I can actually, yes, I can pay for a Axian Guardian and still counterspell something. See if a Supreme Verdict comes down here. Okay, so I'm going to add some mana. I'm sure he'll go to second main phase because he needs to right now. So now I actually can't counter anything here. Again, I'm just going to be patient, though. Just wait it out. And I'm going to actually put that on the top. It's another kill condition that I can actually use at any point. So Plasm Capture, again, if I counterspell like a huge Sphinx's Revelation. And you don't counter Sphinx's Revelation, for sure. Or do I? Especially if he's gonna cast a million. Okay, I'm gonna let that go through. He's gonna cast 9, or a Sphinx for 4. And does he even have anything left in his deck is the thing. Aetherling, which I will. Plasm Capture. And now he's got to have like a negate in his hand. He has a Gainsay. Okay. But then he still has to have another answer in his hand. And let's see if he exiles. I'm thinking he does have another Gainsay. So I'm worried about the Jace. So maybe I should have countered that Sphinx's Revelation. Not sure. I might just go for a Mistcutter Hydra. And that way he's got to give his guy unblockable. Well, I'm going to go for it. If he's got the counterspell, he's got the counterspell. With 8 cards left in his hand. This is for the win. Alrighty, we pull it off, but I only have 10 minutes left to do a very grindy matchup. So, again, I don't think Primeval Bounty is that decent in this match, especially with the amount of creatures that I had to bring out. So I think the best route to go is to bring back in Abrupt Decays for the Detention Spheres. So he decided to keep those in. I thought he was going to take them out with the amount of Abrupt Decays he saw. And even though my Abrupt Decay only kills Pack Rats as well. So I'd like to have an answer for a Pack Rat. And we do have quite the answers for it. A Rift would have been a nice little top deck there at the end as well. I had a lot of outs. But he does get to go first. This is a Keeple hand, Gatekeeper Vine, Hover Barrier. I mean, these are kind of terrible too, but I mean, I think they're just stuff to add to my defender count. So we can go Breeding Pool. And we can go Gatekeeper Vine to find a Guildgate. And we found that Guildgate. We'll go get another one. I could have Doorkeeper there. Yes, I like to use this ability. We will find actually a forest. I'm going to find a forest because we can, yeah, we've got all the, because I want to be able to throw out another creature the following turn. And did he just get stuck on mana? I think he did. So we'll go ahead and Doorkeeper it. See if he gainsays. No gainsay, so he's got to find a Detention Sphere for it. And now I'm just going to be the proactive one. Well, we might just Bramble Crush here. I'm going to Bramble Crush, take him out of the black. Or do I care? I don't think I care at this point. We'll take out a land. Might end up being the wrong move, but I want to set him back. Okay, so he scryed into another land on the top. He puts a card on the bottom. I think the right thing here, I could be running right into Supreme Verdict, but it has to be a white source, is going to be a Carotid and a Doorkeeper. And now he's facing down 8 mil per turn. But, I mean, a Detention Sphere won't do it either, because I can just Abrupt Decay it. Well, now I can't. But he thoughts he's away a abrupt decay, so that he's banking on the detention sphere. Thoughtseize is another card I could definitely put in this deck. Yeah, we're just gonna go for double. I'm not gonna run into a supreme verdict or a detention sphere, so we're just gonna go for double activations of Doorkeeper. And that'll be 8 cards. But yeah, Bramble Crush probably ended up being the wrong move. He doesn't have the D sphere though, and he might have Supreme Verdicts that he cannot cast. So let's go for the double. Wait till that resolves. Okay. Oh wow, look at those lands I just got off the top too, and that's a pretty good one too. All right. So we'll just keep doing that. No need to do anything else. He's down to 39 cards. And that was white source, white source. None of these even matter. White source, white source, white source, white source, white source that I got out of his hand. So Detention Sphere in response. So we got 16 cards out of that. And we have ways to get rid of that stupid thing. So there's one of his kill conditions. There's a Jace. We definitely want to see both of those gone. See if I can draw into an Abrupt Decay. Down to 30 cards. Still got Ashiok. We're going to thin our deck out for sure with Gatekeeper Vine. Find another Guildgate. And going to go for an Axebane. And this is the problem with this deck, though, is no way to really... Geez, I think I milled all his white sources. Look at that. Oh, geez. Well, that's going to be a thing. I have to find an answer for it. Carotid is definitely not an answer. I mean, he's going to have to make a bazillion tokens, though. And if he wants to use Supreme Verdicts now, he might as well. I just have to hit into a Mind Grind. And that's game. A Mnemonic Wall, a Cyclonic Rift, a Jace, I have so many outs. I am low on the lands. I have no more creatures, though. Just going to pack rat number 2, huh? That's a good one. At least we can scry. What is it? Put that on the bottom. Now, again, we might as well Hover Barrier. No cards in hand now, unfortunately. The pack rats could get him there. Again, though, it's like all his white sources are gone. And so I think he's just going to start trying to get the pack rat. Oh, these lands. All right. So 2 lands, though. I'm going to put that on the bottom as well. So I've gone through at least 4 cards to try to find any sort of Jace. I think he's going to get me with the pack rat. That's unfortunately going to be the... Yeah, he just starts pack rat in every turn. I need a Rift. I need a Cyclonic Rift for the win. I have no answer to pack rat. None. So we'll block with the Hover Barriers. At least they have time. He might just decide to discard a card right now to give more damage. No, he's got like a Gainsay up. So I'm going to lose the pack rat both times. Unless I can hit something here, but I doubt it. I doubt there's anything here that I can hit. Oh my. All right. So getting very, very unlucky with that. I mean, a Mistcutter Hydra is basically a win too. And yep, he's just keeping cards in his hand. He's not even playing lands. So he kept that Water Grave in his hand rather than played out, which is very interesting because he could have just went for it here. And I believe at this point, block and block, because he could kill these hover bears if he would have played a land. But he just has the counter magic. That's what he's got. And Gatekeeper Vines can... We'll save Gatekeeper Vines for next for the next one, because this is his 8 damage here. So I need a Rift. I have to do a Rift in response to him casting stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 2 more lands on the bottom. He does decide to play the Plains now. All right. How many lands is that in a row now? 5? And he's going to just discard stuff. So Cyclonic Rift, though, it's going to get... Yeah, he's got to have a counter spell in hand. Man, Abrupt Decay there at the end would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4 been 14. Yeah, now we block with the Gatekeeper Vines and the Hover Barriers. And again, I'll let 5 go through. And this is interesting if he taps out here. I think this is just telegraphing he's got a Gainsay in his hand. So got a little flooded on the lands and creatures that we did not need. We absolutely did not need. Rift is the only thing that can save me. Sylvan Carotid. I think that was all our defenders. All right, so that is game. Anyway, did okay, though. It's a Pack Rat Both game that got it. This is just this Detention Sphere with the Thoughtseize being able to get the Abrupt Decay and no other way. I've got so many ways to deal with the Detention Spheres. There's finally the Cyclonic Rift that I just needed earlier. One of these a lot earlier without this massive flood with creatures and lands, and I think we would have been okay. So again, I think I need some sort of card draw. It might be Jace. This is the way to go. Maybe I should have brought in all the Abrupt Decays for Pack Rat. And I guess hindsight, that's what I should have done. Hopefully we see this matchup again. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.